podcasts in a row that Nathaniel hasn't been able to meet Dave.
It's weird.
It is weird.
You never
Timing
see them
just
in
doesn't
the
work out.
same place at the same
They're
time.
the same person.
Yeah.
I'm Dave.
Yep. He's Dave for today.
Right?
Well, welcome to a Chill Podcast. I am your host, Chill. Today we'll be reviewing The Other Guys. The Other Guys is a buddy cop action comedy directed by Adam McKay, who also co-wrote with Chris Henchy, based off real-world financial crimes of Bernie Madoff, starring Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, Eva Mendes, Michael Keaton, Steve Coogan, Ray Stevenson, Samuel L. Jackson, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. After the untimely and tragic deaths of the two leading detectives in their precinct, two desk cops attempt to fill their role. Right.
That's what you want to fucking call it.
Today, as always, I'm joined by Colton and Lee. How you boys doing tonight?
So,
Oi, oi.
And welcome back, Nathaniel, for your second time on. How you doing?
Glad to return.
Yeah, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah.
Any of you guys have any recommendations that you guys have been watching? Or
Let's see. I'm current on Paradise. It's show on Hulu. It's pretty good.
yeah, Dave was talking about that. Yeah.
It's pretty decent. I haven't watched anything new. Watched Snow White and the Huntsman the other day.
Oh
It's
yeah.
been a minute. It did not age real well.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd hold up.
It wasn't
New
that
one
great.
versus.
Oh well, it's better than the new one.
Okay.
But still doesn't. The way they did the dwarves and that was kind of bad.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
to say the least, yeah.
But whatever. It wasn't bad.
Colton,
I started, and then I'm continuing watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
really? How's that?
It's surprisingly good.
Is it?
Surprisingly, like, really good, actually.
Really? All right.
Like, I'm already an instant fan.
Okay.
It's really good.
Nice. I got you. I've never really checked it out.
It's insane. Like, it's weird as hell, but it's
I hear
should
it's
watch
so over the top.
JoJo's Rabbit.
JoJo's Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit. Yeah.
JoJo Rabbit. Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched
You'll
it.
love
It's
it.
crazy. Yeah. It's nothing like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
No.
But it has JoJo in it, so you know, it gets
Maybe.
some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
What about you,
JoJo,
Nathaniel? Have you watched anything new recently?
Whole lot of
We've been hitting
Hitler.
the TV shows quite a bit recently.
Okay.
We finished Severance and White Lotus.
yeah. Seven.
And
Yeah,
then
love it. Yeah.
Hacks is coming back here, I think, this week. So
What is?
Hacks.
Hacks.
Hacks?
Yeah,
Okay.
On
Yeah.
Max, comedy.
Yeah. I got you.
It's really good. So looking
Nice.
forward to that coming back.
For sure. I'm.
Severance was excellent.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
excellent. Loved
I
that show.
thought about it for so long after it ended.
Right.
It's like, why would you go back in?
What are you doing?
It's very
Spoilers.
aesthetically pleasing as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
no opinion on Severance as I have not watched it.
Ah, missing out.
It's not for him.
Yeah. Slow burn.
It's way too much of a slow burn for him.
Yeah.
I'd probably get bored.
Okay.
I heard
But the
this
thing
week.
is, I like slow movies. It's just
Yeah.
it has to have like some kind of substance to it.
Like last night.
Because like last night was fine.
Yeah.
Like it's, you know,
We'll get to that later.
Can't wait to hear that.
Right.
The other one that isn't this movie.
I thought it was the other guys.
It is the other guys.
This is the other guys. The other one is the other
Ford
car
versus
guys.
Ferrari.
Yeah. It's our next one.
I haven't seen that one.
Have you?
It's
Okay.
decent.
Yeah.
It looked
good.
good in the trailer. I just
Yeah.
never got around
I thought
to
it was
seeing
great. So, yeah. That's for next time, though.
Yeah, it's
I'm not sure the story really would intrigue me that much, but
So you wouldn't think so, but it'd surprise you because I was always in the impression that it's
interesting.
America go, yeah, forward, but it's not like that at all. So,
It's a lot more complex than that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not sure how much backstory I need on Carroll Shelby. I just need the name on the car. I don't really need to know
Right.
about the man, but
right.
He was a legend.
He
put it on-
was.
I'll put
I
it on
didn't
the
know
list.
that. I didn't know. Yeah, there was so much about that. I had no idea, but that's for another time.
That's for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's save it for the actual review of that movie.
Right. So I don't necessarily have a TV recommendation, but I've been audio booking Project Hail Mary, which is
The
written by the
Martian, right?
same guy from The Martian. So
Andy Weir.
and Andy Weir. So yeah,
I heard that's good.
it is pretty good. Yeah, without giving away too many spoilers, it's basically this guy wakes up on a spaceship and he has amnesia and trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
Classic
So
caper.
yeah, right.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Would you, if you're talking about that experience, would you tell people that you read that book?
So I've had this debate multiple times with my wife, straight up. And I'm like, I've listened to it, I've experienced it, but technically I would not have read the book. But whenever I say it, it's so much easier for me to just say, I've read the book
And
know
I
what I'm
understand
saying?
that argument. It's just that for some reason that's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Not that I'm doing a lot of physically reading right now.
Right,
but,
right.
I audio booked it.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Oh, there you
I
go.
audio booked it.
Yeah.
And that's as good
There
as
you go,
it gets.
Calvin.
'cause
Add that to your lexicon.
I don't have
Right.
time to read
Yeah.
in my off hours.
Oh, I
So
understand that
listen-
completely.
I listen at work, so it makes it so much easier.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's just having someone read it to you.
Yeah.
And
It's still
I think I retain more
Yeah.
having someone read it to me.
Ooh, I think I feel the opposite. That's
Really?
why I do podcasts, because I
Well,
can kind of
like
passively
tone out?
listen if it's not
Right.
something I really need or am super interested in.
Right.
Right.
But I have a problem reading and keeping my place on the page.
Mm.
My eyes skip so bad. I end up retracing and rereading stuff over and over, and it makes reading much more laborious than it needs to be
Yeah.
for me anyway.
You know?
But
Well, now that I've come in with the hot take 5
Yeah.
minutes into this podcast,
Right.
but that's what we're all about is hot takes.
Exactly.
That's what we're all about. That's what makes it worth listening to, in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah, and rage baiting.
Daniel, why did you pick The Other Guys?
Yeah. Why?
Well, I was.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if this conversation is going to go well.
Right.
I was revisiting my previous appearance on the podcast,
Yeah.
and how you had approached me about movies that we found popular at high school, and so I was looking through lists of those years, and that one was one that I wanted to talk about because when I initially saw that movie, I had a response I think that would be more in line with what what you guys just said there.
Yeah.
But that it was a slow burner for me. It's really, really grown on me, and I don't know if it's just because I see it on TV all the time.
Yeah.
But I just find it so hilarious now.
Very quotable.
It does have some quotable parts to it.
Very quotable movie.
It just seems like one of those dumb fun movies that
Oh, yeah.
doesn't really.
There's definitely spots where you can tell they're not reading things that were written in the script. They're just
Right.
They're just
Yeah,
riffing.
Ad-libbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a classic, Adam
Will-
McKay.
Will
Stand
Ferrell
off to the side of the camera and just yell things and
Right.
see what happens.
Yeah.
So do you guys remember the first time you watched this movie?
Yeah, we watched it last Monday.
Really? That was your first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard I've seen clips and quotes from it, but
Yeah.
I've never sat down.
That
and
was the
watched.
second time I watched it.
Really?
Yeah. And the first time was when it came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want no scrubs. So,
You didn't get no scrubs.
nope. What about you, Nathaniel?
Well, like I said, I think I saw it around the time it came out. I'm
Yeah.
sure in a theater.
Yeah.
It didn't really stick with me. It wasn't one. Step Brothers, similarly, I left the theater and was like, that wasn't that good of a movie.
Really?
And another one that long burn for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
So-
know, those two movies.
Yeah. It's great. I actually remember my dad taking me and saying, hey, we should go see this together. So, yeah, Dad and I actually went and saw this in the theater together. So.
I think at the time, I didn't even realize the kind of the financial aspect of the story.
I didn't either.
That they were really getting at.
Yeah.
And having sat through and watched it multiple times on TV in the years since it came out,
Yeah.
they never show the end credits. So I was watching the end credits this time, and there's the whole laundry list of numbers and statistics about all the financial white collar crimes,
For
and things
sure.
like that. And I was like, I don't even remember this being in the movie because I'm
Right.
sure the only other time I saw that was the first time I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If I even stuck around for the credits.
Right, exactly. It's kind of funny that Adam McKay put that together so soon after the 2008 finance. It was 2 years literally right after that. And
Yeah.
oh yeah, we got a comedy about it. So
Nothing relevant about that
No.
to this day. No.
no.
No, we're good.
Leading right into our icebreaker, do you have a favorite Adam McKay and Will Ferrell collaboration? So before, if you guys don't know, this is the fourth of 5 collaborations between Will Ferrell and director Adam McKay. The others being Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy, 2004, Talladega Nights: Ballad of Ricky Bobby, 2006, Step Brothers, 2008, and then Anchorman 2 from 2013,
Chicken
along
McKay.
with this movie, The Other Guys, 2010. So
Go ahead. You go first.
me.
Yeah.
I have really fond memories of Anchorman just because, for whatever reason, my dad invited people over. Like, hey, I bought the DVD for Anchorman.
That was a big DVD
Yeah.
on the bookshelf there.
Exactly. So all sat down and watched that together. But I think as quotability, it's hard to pick between this movie and Step Brothers. I think if you were to ask at a younger age, Talladega Nights would be up there. But I feel like I've seen that movie so many times that I'm like, it's kind of lost its edge for me. So
There's a lot of cultural cachet from those movies.
Yeah.
Just memes and
Everything.
lines and things like that. It's hard to pick one.
high school would literally be just like people quoting
So which one
these
are you? So
movies.
you're saying Step Brothers?
I think I'm gonna go Step Brothers.
How about you?
Well, you look like you're ready to just go.
No,
so
I'm not.
I'm not. You're not?
No.
All right, fine. I'll say Talladega Nights.
Okay, yeah,
Either that or Step Brothers is a close second.
for sure.
But I'm mostly picking Talladega Nights because I just know so many quotes from it. And
Yeah,
I've watched it so many times.
Oh, yeah.
For that exact reason.
For sure.
And the only difference is it hasn't lost its edge to me, at least.
Mhm.
I still think it's funny.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I think I would go Step Brothers. One, I think John C. Reilly's a little bit better in that movie than he is in Talladega Nights.
yeah,
And then you have Adam Scott just throwing a heater.
Yes.
Like the second he comes into this on the screen in that movie, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a memorable character.
for sure.
It's so hard to pick between Talladega Nights and Step Brothers. It really is. Step Brothers is probably my number 2 all-time comedy movie.
Wow.
It's Dumb and Dumber, and then Step Brothers is right there, right next to it.
Yeah.
There's a common thread between those two there.
Yeah,
I like dumb shit, so
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Step Brothers as well. It was an instant classic. I saw that movie when it came out, and literally tears
Yeah.
running down my face from laughing so hard, especially when they were trying to drive away the potential buyers for the house.
yes,
And he's out there mowing in his Klan uniform, and you guys like manure? Got 80 ton of it. Oh, it's so good.
don't touch my drum set.
I know you touch my drums.
I know you.
Because
I was
Cops
watching
doesn't come on
Cops.
until 4.
Yep. So, all right. Well, let's get a little bit into the movie before we get into spoilers. The Other Guys has a runtime of 107 minutes. It premiered August 2nd of 2010 in New York City and had a wide release of August 6th of 2010 in the United States. Had a budget of between $87 and $100 million and grossed $170.9 million. Kind of a little bit of a success just because you have to account for marketing, but...
Semi-success.
Right. So, top box office for August of 2010. Do you have any guesses for the top 3?
2010, 15
Inception.
years ago.
Inception? That's one of them. That's number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Yeah.
I'm too young to remember.
He said, I don't.
Ooh, can you give me a hint on number 1?
This movie.
Yep. The Other
it
Guys.
really?
Yeah. And then 3,
Depressing.
Lee, we were just talking about it.
We were?
Yeah.
As in we were? Or
Yeah. No, we were
Today?
2 days ago.
Oh, shit. I've slept.
The Expendables.
Oh, Jesus.
Number 4.
Brutal.
God, what a dog shit movie.
Right. Number 4, Eat, Pray, Love. 5, Dinner for Schmucks.
Yes.
We were just talking about that movie the other day.
That
Really?
movie, that's one of my daughter's one of her favorite movies. is
Really?
Dinner for Schmucks. It's
Okay.
her comfort movie.
Nice. 6, another Steve Carell, Despicable Me. Number 7, Salt. 8, Step Up 3D. 9, Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore.
What?
10,
You heard him.
Vampires
that's not real.
Suck. That is real.
Yeah.
Vampires Suck. Was that one of those parody, like,
Yeah.
scary movie
Leslie
Yeah.
Nielsen,
And then,
I think.
this hurts my heart. 11 is
Leslie Nielsen or Liam Neeson?
Hang on, I'm going to check it out.
Vampires Suck. No, that was the spoof movie, basically making fun of Twilight and stuff. I don't think
There
there
it
was
is,
any
yeah.
main.
No,
Kim
no
Jong.
big name actors.
No,
Kim
I just
Jong.
They weren't
That's
signing
about
up
it.
for that one.
I remember my cousin. She played a song from that. It was
Diedrich
like
Bader.
what?
Diedrich Bader.
Oh my god!
So, like, this is an actual movie.
You're talking about Vampire Suck?
No,
Yeah.
Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore, that's an actual thing.
That's an
Yeah,
actual
that's
thing,
a real
yes.
thing.
You
Yeah,
didn't make that up. Okay.
yeah.
It's a
It'd be
real
a good
thing.
bit, slipping
Yeah.
a fake one in every now and then.
Right,
just to see
right.
who's paying
It
attention.
has a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I can't imagine.
It's about 12% more than I would assume based on the name.
Yeah. Well, here's something depressing: is that 11 was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which
That-
I love that
That
movie.
is very depressing.
So, yeah, and it came out the same month. So, facts about The Other Guys, no spoilers, is that the role of Detective Highsmith was originally written with Michael Chiklis in mind. However, when offered the part, he turned it down to avoid typecasting after the series finale of his acclaimed police drama, The Shield.
That was going to be my guess about why he was approached for that.
Yeah,
Because I would assume that The Shield would have been at that time.
yeah. Gene
Good for him.
He was too busy doing the thing in Fantastic Four.
Twice.
Thanks for that.
Had to turn it down. He was in the makeup chair for 12 hours.
All right. Captain Gene, or Michael Keaton's character, is named for the real-life baseball manager who piloted the California Angels to division championship in 1982 and 1986. Will Ferrell is a huge Angels fan.
Cool.
Yeah. This is a Gary Sanchez production film. The company was founded by Will Ferrell and Adam McKay in 2006 and named after a fictional Paraguayan entrepreneur and financier, Gary Sanchez. The company is known for video logo, which is often slightly different depending on the film. In this film, for example, you hear the Spanish word está bien, duro ay.
I'm doing Duolingo. Let me read that.
Yeah. Oh, I am too. I just don't know what the está bien.
Duro. Ay.
Aye.
See, I'm doing Duolingo, but I'm doing German, not Spanish. So I can't perform.
It'd be a little more guttural.
La bebe leche.
Baby milk?
That's a little weird.
Anyway. Spoken just before the sound of gunshots, while in Casa de Mi Padre you hear delicious, and in the campaign nothing is said at all. Among their productions, Step Brothers, Anchorman 2, as well as the TV series Eastbound and Down, Dead to Me, and Succession, and the website Funny or Die, which I didn't know Succession. That's awesome. Partnership ended when McKay and Ferrell came to having different goals for the company. According to Ferrell, McKay wanted growth and a spherical influence, while Ferrell didn't want to bite off more than he could chew.
Nifty.
Mm-hmm. So you guys have anything to say about the movie before we get into spoilers? Acting or directing?
There wasn't any of that.
Yeah. Hey, I think that Eva Mendes did Eva Mendes did a pretty good job.
Surprising amount of real life New York locations, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right.
Not that I would know, super well, but
Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Oops.
How'd that happen?
Missed it.
Would you guys recommend people watch this movie? And if so,
now that hurts my heart.
dang.
I would.
I would too. I thought it was hilarious.
I think it's entertaining.
I'm
enough.
being too harsh, but it's not great.
I mean, it's not.
Let's just say that out loud.
But it's a comedy.
It's
you know
a
what I mean?
comedy, and
Yeah.
comedy is subjective, and
My,
some people are
comedy
going to find this
appearances-
thing super
know.
freaking hilarious.
I'm 0 for 2 with Lee.
I know.
I feel.
I didn't pick
Everyone's
Strange
0 for-
Wilderness to be
That's
clear.
to be fair.
I'll say
Yeah.
this: this movie was exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah.
when I saw the preview for it, and I saw it anyway.
Dang. I thought it was hilarious. The first 10 minutes had me rolling.
I can't wait to hash this out.
I know.
The thing is, I think it's funny just for the fact of how stupid it is.
Right.
'Cause it's just dumb. Like, it's so bad that I kind of have to at least laugh.
There's a
little
couple
bit.
parts in it that I thought were genuinely funny,
Yeah.
but
I'm an extreme
Just-
sucker for
just
a straight
really-
man.
Like,
Yeah.
For
Really?
the aim for the Bushes line,
That
that
killed me.
I love
Yeah.
it. I'm not
Same
gonna lie.
every time. I love that line. That's one of
I'm
my
just like,
favorite lines of the
Why
movie.
can't you just walk downstairs? Like, why do you
Aim-
have to jump?
Aim for the bushes.
10 feet tall and bulletproof. Man.
Yep.
It is
I think it's
unstoppable.
interesting. To me, they kind of flip it on its head a little bit, where they have Will Ferrell being the straight man,
Right.
Which goes against what you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that holds up really well to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm a sucker for a straight man anyway, and then he's just going
He
against
nails
his
it.
typecast. and
Yeah.
Will
Makes me
Ferrell
laugh
did
every
his
time.
job. Unfortunately, Mark Wahlberg just yelling at people
Yeah.
isn't funny.
I understand. Yes, the
Yeah.
Wahlberg aspect of it, I can see where that
When
detracts.
50% of your screen time is devoted to that little man and his little temper, just ugh.
It is a little too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Spoilers on your count, Lee.
Well, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. But first,
Trivia.
trivia. So question 1. Who are the 2 detectives who heroically died in the line of duty at the beginning of the movie?
Danson and Highsmith.
That's correct. Question 2. Who did Terry shoot?
Derek Jeter.
Yep,
That's
Derek
correct.
And that's what he's known
Should have
for.
shot
Yeah.
A-Rod.
Yeah.
That's a real 2010, 2009 joke.
Right. Question 3. What's the movie with Meg Ryan?
Sleepless in Seattle.
She's got mail.
You've got
You've got
They-
mail.
You've got mail.
but I think in the movie they say she's got mail. I think
Yeah,
Eva
yeah.
Mendes does
Yeah.
because they're like, Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
This dude has all the points so far, by the way.
Right.
You can have them.
I have the benefit of recency. I did cram it in last
Watch
night.
it in.
There you go.
Okay. That would help.
Question 4. How many times does Dirty Mike and the boys use Gamble's Prius?
3 times.
About
I was gonna guess 3 too.
I was gonna.
There's a time where they're not explicit about who
Yeah.
the gang of homeless people is, but you got to assume it's Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike and the boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 times is correct. So,
It's happening.
question. Right.
It's gonna happen
happened.
again.
We're doing it again.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Question 5. What is Gamble's college nickname?
Gator.
Gator. That's correct.
Gator don't play no shit.
No.
That was
He does
one
not.
of the few jokes I really liked. Was the whole Gator.
Whose
persona.
baby is that?
Yeah.
I just like the fact that like he was definitely a pimp, and he's just like I wasn't a pimp.
I wasn't pimp.
at all.
No, I'm
And
pimp.
then he slowly realized, oh yeah, I was.
I was
a pimp.
Yeah, I was definitely a
See,
pimp.
a pimp's love.
Yeah. So Gator was the name of the lead pimp in the blaxploitation classic Truck Turner from 1974. So they used that name.
Truck Turner.
Truck Turner.
So it was a real reference.
Like they
Real
turn-
reference.
They turn a truck.
I'm assuming that it would be
Like at an
in a
intersection,
reference.
or-
It'd be a reference to a truck stop. You know what I'm saying? You looking it up?
I am. Truck Turner. I thought it was Trick Turner.
Oh yeah.
It's got
No,
Isaac Hayes in it.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, bonus question. What all was offered not as a bribe?
Tickets for
Jersey Boys,
Jersey
Yep.
Boys,
Knicks tickets.
Yep.
and then another show. I thought.
I can't remember what the last one is.
Go ahead.
Any no more?
He doesn't
We done?
remember.
Yeah,
Okay. $10 million each. Tickets to Mamma Mia,
Mamma Mia.
Jersey Boys, Knicks, and also Rock of Ages. And I love that he goes in there and he's like, listen, I'm not made of tickets. You're going to have to settle for Rock of Ages. I'm like, oh my gosh. So,
Made
but,
of tickets.
right?
Bro,
So-
hands out like 3 different tickets to 3
Right.
different shows.
So let's get into our not so long form discussion. Take it away.
Well, I don't remember how this movie starts, other than the idiotic chase scene.
Yes.
With Dwayne and Samuel. It went on a bit long. a bit long.
I love that The Rock is just like hanging on top of somebody's car, and he's like, "Oh, watch out!" And the guy's like oozing the top of the car, and he's like, "Oh, mother!" And he's like shooting down into the car. Oh, it's completely ridiculous, and
It
they're
really
driving.
is just pure stupidity, though.
Yeah,
I was just say, I think the fact that it drags on so long is, that's part of the parody.
Right.
It's like, well, I have seen movies like that are, take themselves seriously.
yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
And I literally thought that I was in the wrong theater. Like we thought we were in the wrong theater. I'm like, man, I thought that was a real Will Ferrell movie.
Like when they drive the car into the double-decker bus.
Yeah.
Yes.
You assume, like, okay, well, that's the end of that. And then
Yeah.
they start driving
The bus. I'm like, okay,
Like,
That bit works for me.
for sure.
Yeah.
So you can cut this if you want, but
No, we're not cutting it.
the front of the New York's Trump Tower is featured in the opening sequence. Donald Trump always granted permission to a film on his properties on the condition that he be given a cameo. He filmed a brief appearance as a TV commentator for this film, but Adam McKay cut it because, quote, I would have felt gross every time I watched it. Coincidentally, Trump filmed another cameo for the same year that was also cut in Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps from
I've
2010.
seen that one on YouTube.
Oh, for 2.
Yeah.
He's not good,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Right.
What? You're kidding me.
What?
Hey, he was in Home Alone 2 at least. Or was it 3?
Two.
At the end of the chase scene when they're doing the press conference,
Yeah.
and they have the gaggle reporters, and I don't remember what outlet the first guy is, and he's like begrudging like media or
Yeah.
online version, and then the next question is from
TMZ.
TMZ, and she clarifies print edition.
And
That
she's
got
like,
me so good.
and followed it up with so rumors speculate that you and Kim Kardashian are in a relationship, and he goes, no comment, but yes.
Oh, yes.
Every time it gets me,
No comment.
but yes.
And then get immediately called out for another chase.
Right.
which this time does not end as well. Top of the building, and the bad guys have just zip-lined down to street level.
Right.
And they're just sitting up there. They have the option of going back downstairs and losing a lot of time while the guys get away. Or they could, logically just jump off the building.
Yep.
And aim for
the bushes.
There are no bushes.
There's no bushes. There's not a
New
single
York
bush.
City.
Aim for the
There
bushes.
hasn't been a bush on that street in 150 years.
I think there's like a tree.
Aim for the bushes.
And they hit the pavement.
And I love how it tracks them all the way down, and they're like,
I don't know how
swinging.
they did it.
I don't either. It had been green screen, and they just looped it over and over again.
Really?
I know.
That's crap.
No, the Rock would have
screen in
survived that.
movies?
Right.
Yeah, the real Rock would have definitely survived that.
Just survived that, yeah. I love, too, before they leave for that, the Rock's like, it's hard. You guys are going to have to do all the paperwork and going out there fighting crime and having sex with all these women. And we don't want to do it, but we have to.
Things I do for my
So,
country.
yeah. Reluctantly, we have Terry and Alan. Alan is a desk guy, and he's always typing
never
away on the
wants to leave
computer.
the desk.
No.
Never.
He's working on a big case with scaffolding permits.
Scaffolding permits is a big deal.
Right.
It's a real big deal. And then you've got Terry, who just is angry all the time.
Yep.
Has a little short temper, likes to yell a lot.
Yeah.
And he wants to get out there and be the new detectives.
Yeah. Heg Smith. Yeah.
But
Or Highsmith. And
I just don't think that's going to happen.
no. But first,
Trivia.
we got to do
Trivia again.
a desk pop.
Yeah, the desk pop.
Hey, you never done a desk pop?
So
Hey,
stupid.
when's your last desk pop? Summary.
I had to
No, it's
replay
Tuesday.
the entire movie.
Wasn't even that good.
It was
was-
funny
what?
a little bit. It was funny.
Well, you knew he was going to end up shooting the gun anyway.
Yeah.
You knew it wasn't going to be a thing.
Right.
I just did my first
I
death
just
spot.
did it.
I just-
Is that good? It's like, did I do it right?
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
Give me your gun. And he gives him a wooden gun.
Wooden gun. Yep.
Just, yeah, you can have that back.
See,
when
that's
you-
the best
when you
part
find
about
it.
being inside the police precinct for me is the introduction of Michael Keaton's character.
Yes.
To me is the best character in the whole movie.
I agree.
Well, his joke was the best joke in the whole movie.
The running TLC lyrics.
Yes. That was-
I don't get that reference.
Between that and the Bed Bath & Beyond second job.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he acts just like Captain Gene at Bed Bath &
Well, don't
Beyond.
ignore it.
Yeah.
Walk in pairs.
Walking pairs.
That's from my other job.
Yeah. My other job, I gotta support my kid who's going through a transgender phase and something
Wait, did
along
he
those.
actually say that?
Yeah, I think so.
That completely slipped my mind. What the fuck?
WTF, mate?
You didn't
Sorry,
like.
Nathaniel.
So I think I could see where you maybe have some problems with this from the lion and tuna discussion in the police precinct, where that I can clearly tell that was not written in any script whatsoever.
No.
I don't even remember that. That's how bad it is. Like, I have forgotten, like, literally, I watched this movie less than a week ago, and I've already forgotten
And now
80% of
we
it.
have taste for lion.
Right. Go.
Yes, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Played yourself.
You played yourself.
I outnumbered you.
Alan is mild-mannered forensics accountant, while Terry is a hot-tempered detective who is partnered with Alan after mistakenly shooting Derek Jeter during the World Series, earning him the nickname the Yankee Clipper.
Nice.
They receive no respect from the other officers, particularly detectives Martin and Foss. The precinct, except for Terry, idolizes detectives Chris Danson and P.K. Highsmith, who are considered New York City's best policemen despite the major collateral damage that they cause catching petty criminals. Yeah. Found an ounce of weed, and they had like
$10 million worth of damage. in the
property
city.
damage. Yeah, during the pursuit, they leaped to their deaths, believing that they would safely land, surviving many near-death experiences. Alan and Terry investigate a scaffolding permit violation by British multi-billionaire Sir David Eshron, but wound up uncovering a much bigger plot by Eshron to cover the losses incurred by his client, Lindell Global. Lindell Global CEO Pamela Boardman, that's a stupid name, has hired a team of mercenaries led by Roger Wesley to make sure Eshron pays her back.
Works for me.
I don't remember any of this.
I remember.
Completely honest.
I remember the little British dude that they went after who
Yeah.
had the scaffolding problems, and he was going to be kidnapped by who was it?
Chechens,
or
Nigerians.
Nigerians.
One of the two.
One of the two, and Ray Stevenson is head of security.
He's
I
Australian.
like that dude.
Yeah.
A lot. Played his part well. Professional actor right there.
Rest in peace,
Yes.
Ray
rest in
Stevens.
peace.
I think from then on, yeah, they get kidnapped, and like Terry and Alan get kidnapped, and they take their shoes and they take their Prius, and then they take their weapons, including Alan's wooden gun.
Yeah.
And they walk back to the precinct, and Michael Keaton's captain character is pissed at him, and he's like, yeah, they didn't know that you guys were police officers because you guys didn't present yourselves as police officers. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, it's fine. And so they're giving him their shoes and their weapons back, and Michael Keaton goes, he said, yeah, they even put a little wood coating on your wooden gun, Alan.
They stained it.
They stained it. That's right.
Might want to
Yeah.
get you, like a dark walnut or something.
Mark Wahlberg's character is pissed about the whole situation. They're wanting to go back after Ershon. Alan and Terry's investigation come to a halt when Eshron's attorney, Don Beeman, learns of Eshron's plan to cover his losses, leading to Wesley to kill him and make it look like a suicide. Angered at their lack of progress, Captain Jean splits up the partners, sending Terry to traffic duty and Alan to beat cop. We had a joke in here, too, where it was the phone.
That was the...
So first off, they found the Prius, and then they're like, yeah, it looked like dead raccoon birthing babies on the floor, and it looked like a gay orgy happened in the back seat here.
Thanks for the F Shack.
Yeah.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
That's a calling card.
Right.
See, this is so relevant to me because in college, the hall that I lived at, we kind of got to choose a theme every year.
Yeah.
And one year, the guy who was in charge of the hall, his name was Mike. So
Hey.
our shirts for that year, we made some shirts that said "Dirty Mike and the Boys."
Mike and the boys.
I love it.
Head over to the F Shack.
Right.
You're gonna love it. It's like had me wondering there for a minute how your college years went.
It's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Only you rounded that corner
Yep.
nicely.
There weren't too many Priuses in our life.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Terry's phone was in there, and then they used it to call somebody, and basically what had happened is it butt dialed Alan's ex-girlfriend. So they have to go to Alan's ex-girlfriend's house.
Her name is Christina.
Christina, are you stupid or are you deaf?
Both.
Yeah.
Dude, did that guy have a name?
I don't think so.
Just her husband.
Yeah.
It's just like, I wouldn't even say that's simp behavior. I feel like he gets abused.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
That dude is like, he needs help.
Get back here and make love to my wife.
It's 20 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they chased him for 20 miles.
Yeah. So.
See, the more I talk about it, the more I'm warming up to the movie.
For sure.
He's cooking. He's
He's working on it. So yeah,
Slow burner.
Christina has the phone.
Hal. His name was Hal.
Hal, there you go. They're able to uncover that this Eshron was tied to the Lindell Corporation, and so it kind of continues on their investigation. There is also an ongoing gag of Alan is married to Eva Mendes, and
Terry can't believe it.
can't believe it. Who are you?
Like, seriously, who are you?
Who are you?
It's not your
Alan. Yeah.
There's also a coinciding gag where like hot women are attracted to him. For some reason.
Right.
It's
yeah.
just like, it's like
and
a
he doesn't
second
think his wife is hot.
No.
Yeah.
She's okay
Are you gonna
at best.
Are you gonna change?
Yeah.
She's scalding.
I'm sorry.
He looks like a hobo.
Yeah.
In
You
my
look like a
note-
hobo.
In my notes, I wrote Eva Mendes. My God.
Yeah.
My God.
Definitely at the top of her game.
For sure. I love to. She's like, I'm sorry, honey. It was a busy day at the hospital, and she's the doctor.
Right?
like, bro
I
is
don't want to
set.
hear your excuses.
Yeah. You just don't understand.
Keep chattering on.
Right.
And then
And then Christine is also just a knockout.
You're right? Another gorgeous woman, and
Yeah.
it's like,
what are you? What,
She's
what are you
okay.
doing?
She's okay.
yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, they're able to track down to Christina. They're able to listen in. There's obviously gags about Christina. Christina's wanting to hook back up with Alan, and he's like, no, get off of me. So they chased out, and
See, a line that's made it through that scene in my life is Arnold Palmer alert.
Arnold Palmer
Who wants
alert.
an Artie Palmy?
Yeah.
How many takes do you think that took? Because
Oh, dude, I don't know.
there's no way he said that in one go.
No.
Shame.
Shaved. I know hair up here. Shaved.
No, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I love that they get the phone, they steal the phone, they drive way far away. They're sitting there and then they're going through Christina's phone, and then like midway through their conversation, hey, you get back. They're like, oh my God, he's back. That's like 20 miles.
Drove like 20 miles.
Yeah.
She's only like 50 feet behind him
Right.
in high heels.
Yeah. Get back here. Alan and Terry's investigation comes to a halt. They go back to Eshron, and he keeps not bribing them with tickets. And he's like, I got tickets tonight to the Knicks game. And then the next thing, they're sitting, courtside at the Knicks. And it's like, wait, this feels like a bribe. Did we just get bribed? And then they go back to the office. And I don't remember if it's the first time or like later on. Eshron is sitting down at the computer, and it's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, Debbie. Oh.
Remember this? What?
And Alan and Terry walk in, and it's still playing. Okay.
He like tries to close it.
And it's still playing on the computer.
What? Don't you have a knock?
Right. Yeah, they get bribed again. How was Jersey Boys?
It was magnificent.
It was
so believable.
Yeah. It's magnificent. The set design. There's so many gags in this movie, it's hard not to quote. So despite the anger, Terry goes back to traffic duty because they lead to a false arrest again. Mm-hmm. Captain...
Yeah, told him to leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Stay away from him. Hands off.
They take their guns, including Alan's wooden gun, and...
Poor guy.
Yeah. And then it felt like some time...
An extended period of time.
Yeah, had passed. Despite Terry's anger, Alan still works the case on his own after he learns that Danson and Heidsmith died investigating a staged theft, which Wesley broke into an accounting firm next door. He finds credible evidence and earns his gun back from...
He demands it back.
Yeah.
Gator needs his gat.
Gator needs his gat, bitch.
Yeah. Alan then convinces Terry to rejoin him, and then they meet Mock at Bed Bath & Beyond, his second job, where he admits he's been holding off on the case because Eshron has high-profile connections that could ruin him. So he allows them to finish the case off the books.
They got to creep.
Creep on.
Creep on. Are you sure?
Come on. You don't know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Nobody says creep.
Right. They go to an investment meeting Eshron is having and realize that the $32 billion Eshron seeks is coming straight from the New York Police Department pension fund. They escape with Eshron to... Yeah, oh my gosh. That poor union guy every time. And he's like, can I talk to you guys about the pension fund meeting?
Now's not a good time.
Now's not a good time, Bob!
Always yelling.
I know.
I'm a peacock.
Let me fly.
Don't let me. Peacocks can't fly.
Peacocks can't fly.
Peacocks can't fly.
I mean, they get off the ground.
Well, they... Yeah.
It's like penguins.
Like turkeys or something.
Yeah.
Short distances.
I've seen it. I've seen a turkey fly run onto some... Never mind. That was from another movie.
You hit them hard enough.
Yeah.
No, hey, we're circling back to my last appearance.
Yeah, there we go.
All comes full circle.
Yes. Just like the turkey.
Maybe if you massage the turkey's
Neck.
Yeah.
The nurse is hot.
You got to go back and listen to it, man.
Yeah, this is wild.
Treasure.
Don't waste your time with the movie so much.
Right.
Just listen to the podcast. That's calm down. Back on track.
Alan apologizes to Sheila as she uses... This was another great gag. Alan's sitting down and he talks to Terry about his pimp days. Mm-hmm. And then he goes back and he's kind of venting to Eva Mendes, and his gator side starts coming out a little bit. And she says, Alan, we need to be careful because I'm pregnant. Whose baby is that?
Gator's bitches better be wearing jammies.
Yeah. So it pisses off Eva Mendes' character. She goes to stay with her mom, and Alan wants to talk with her one.
Mom back and forth.
Yes.
Dirty.
Because the house is being watched.
The house is being watched, so they have to send Ava's mom out to just send lovely messages back and forth between Alan and
Nice
his
little game
wife.
of telephone.
And
Right.
they progressively get dirtier and dirtier.
And dirtier.
until it's
Completely
just like,
inappropriate.
I refuse to say this to you.
No, I could die. Please tell me. So he wants to do... Oh my gosh.
I think it would be best if we didn't say on the podcast.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
My virgin ears.
Right. So Alan apologizes to Sheila as they use her mother, Mama Ramos, as an intermediary, and they welcome him back inside their house. Terry apologizes to Francina for letting his anger ruin his life. The next morning, they drive back to the bank to stop the transfer, evading Wesley's team. Groups of Chechen and Nigerian, it says, investors, to whom Eshron owes money, and police officers are told that Terry and Alan have gone rogue. Reaching the bank, they halt the transfer. Wesley arrives and, as a delaying tactic, shoots both officers and Eshron in their arms. Mock finally arrives with backup, rescuing them and arresting Eshron for embezzlement and Wesley for multiple counts of murder. Eshron's arrest leads to a stock market crash and the subsequent federal bailout of Lindell Global. Terry marries Francina and Alan reunites with his wife. During the end credits, stats relating to the disparity between beneficiaries by top executives of financial corporations and those of the New York police officers are detailed, as they are beneficiaries of TARP bailouts.
Nice.
So that was the movie. Did you guys have any favorite jokes other than the ones that we've talked about, or what was your favorite joke of the movie?
I think the ongoing one where he doesn't believe he's married to Eva Mendes is probably the best.
Okay, yeah.
That and like I said, Gator.
Yeah,
the pimp persona is.
I'm a big fan of Gator.
Cracks
I'm not
me
gonna
up.
lie.
Yeah.
Gator don't play no shit.
For me, it's Michael Keaton. Like every single
I love
line,
Michael
he's,
Keaton.
Shake your dicks. This pissing contest is over.
Yeah.
I had
And
to
he's like
repeat
does that little like
I had to
subtle
repeat
nod,
that
like,
one
oh, that was a
to
good
Annie.
one.
Right.
I had to repeat that one to Annie. She didn't hear it right.
Really? What do you say?
Or like
Dicks, this pissing contest is over.
when they're at the Samuel L. and the Rock funeral, and,
Yeah.
and they're doing the whisper fight, and he comes in, break it up, break it up,
Break it up.
two good men are dead,
Yeah.
Figure it out.
and you guys are fighting.
Why are we whispering?
Why are we whispering?
Because in that scene, he's like pushing people off, but there's
Yeah.
nobody crowding in.
Right.
saying,
But there's nobody there.
Grandma Ramos back and forth seat is pretty amazing. And then that whole bit with the Christina house every single time gets me going. Obviously, the aim for the bushes.
Aim for the Bushes is a classic.
It is.
I'm going to be referencing it for the rest of my life.
Right. All right. Well, anything else of note before we get into our ratings?
I don't think
No.
so.
No.
We basically covered everything.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll cover my rating.
We have a rating system of S through F, S being the best of the best. Only 10 movies are allowed for the podcast. Currently, they are be taken up by The Exorcist, The Way, Way Back, Jaws, and Elf.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do not like that at all.
What?
like
Elf?
Elf?
That would not be a Christmas movie that I would ever personally seek out and put on. If
That's
it's on,
crazy.
I won't necessarily turn it off, but
I don't think
I don't like Will Ferrell in that movie. I don't like Zooey Deschanel in that movie.
I don't think I've ever met a person that just straight up doesn't like Elf.
No, that's an F tier Christmas movie for me. Not for the pod.
This
just
is
for
all
the
staying
Christmas
in.
movie.
This is all staying in.
Oh, I'll stand on business on this thing.
All right. I mean, I appreciate your hot take.
For sure.
I mean, he's sticking to his guns.
I'd rather watch Four Christmases.
Damn.
That's not even a
I like
Crazy.
Four
Oh,
Christmases.
it's decent, but
Dang.
I'm with Colton. I've never heard of anyone disliking Elf in my lifetime.
I've heard people just being kind of like meh about it, but
It's-
like just straight up not
it's
liking
not.
it.
That rubs me the wrong way from an annoying standpoint. Probably the same way that Wahlberg rubbed you wrong in this
that
movie.
he just was not funny. He just wasn't.
That's how I felt about Ferrell in Elf. Not funny at all. Never laugh at one line.
That's actually
Really.
I'm not even like I'm not. That's not even anger. It's just like pure astonishment. Like
Yeah.
I'm not
I've-
I'm not mad at your take.
I've
No.
just never met
Everything
a
is
person that
subjective.
doesn't like Elf.
I guess we'll have to revisit Elf the next time I come back.
For sure.
Doesn't think S. Doesn't even like it.
Right.
Let alone an S.
It's a F.
Bro gave it an F.
Yeah.
Tier, like
Jaws is great. That's a great choice.
That's
For
like,
sure.
That's like a tier above the item.
Yeah.
The item has its own tier.
Yeah.
Everyone
If you've never watched it, I promise. It's
never
not
heard
worth
of
your
it.
time at
never
all.
Going to
Never.
because you're really gonna have to do work just to find it.
Yeah.
You're gonna like seek out this movie and you're gonna be like, wow, I just wasted like
An hour and
that
a half.
that no. Because you have to take
First,
into consideration
The time that it
finding
takes
it.
Oh, yeah.
to find it, and then the money it takes to order the movie, and then the time waiting for the movie to come in, and then the sit down and watching the movie, and then the utter bewilderment of like, wow, I just wasted my fucking time.
And
all
money.
of that time and money waiting just to watch this
from
movie.
1999.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like
It's
Trash.
It's
Trash.
I've seen high school
Filth.
shorts better than that.
It's
movie.
filth. It's filth.
I like a good slop fest.
It's not even
a
slop. It's like just
Slop
pure-
would mean it's held together
It's
at
like-
some point.
It's like garbage bag liquid.
So we did a trash can film festival where we had 3 terrible movies. One of them being the item. He picked what? Halloween.
No.
No,
Friday
Friday
the
the
13th, part
13th.
8.
Jason Takes Manhattan,
Calvin picked Samurai Cop,
which that's a classic.
which Samurai Cop is bad. It's just objectively bad, but it's like so bad, it's good.
It's
like,
hilarious.
It's like The Room.
Awful.
No redeeming quality.
None.
He hates-
Absolutely
he hates-
none.
But it's hilarious.
It's so god-awfully bad.
But the-
god-awfully bad.
But we sat down and we watched all of these movies together, and then we followed up. Like the last one we watched was The Item. All of the laughter from
No, we watched the item first.
Yeah,
we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we
watched
did.
The item
We
first.
Okay.
watched the item first, and everybody was just like, I'm mad. that I
We have
watched
made a
this.
mistake.
This sucks.
terrible.
This
I'm
is
not gonna
awful.
lie, I'm glad we watched Samurai Cop last because at least we laughed at how bad
Right.
It was so it makes you laugh because it's so bad.
It's just so dog
So
shit. It's just
bad.
objectively
like I
terrible.
can't emphasize how bad it was.
I'll throw out one for your next bad film festival. You guys go Money Plane.
Okay.
That one.
Plane?
Oh yeah, Money Plane.
So
I'm not watching Cats.
yeah, we are.
I'm not watching Cats.
Yeah, we
Is
are.
that, is that the movie with the
not.
freaky ass cats?
The beehole version.
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't wanna-
they don't have the butthole version out yet. Release the butthole cut.
The what?
The butthole cut.
Can you say that one more time?
Yes, the butthole cut.
Butthole
clip
cut.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to clip it. That's
Money Plane with Edge.
Yeah. Yes. You know when a wrestler's your main star, that really you're starting at a good level there.
Hell yeah.
It's a quick hitter, I think. The runtime is.
Oh, it's got Denise Richards in it.
There's a lot of people
And
collecting.
Joey Lawrence.
A lot of people collecting checks in that. Movie.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So our rating system
Yes. Back to this.
is S through F. Currently, those 4 are taking up 4 of 10 spots. If we get more than 10, then one of them has to be voted out.
Elf.
Whew.
we're not listening to him.
And then we
Let's
have
revisit that.
A, which is pretty good movie. There's
Above average.
very much. Well, that's
Well
B.
above average.
Well above average. There's
Okay,
only a
super
few
above average.
only a few flaws. It's a fun movie. A couple things wrong with it. C is your average film. D is complete dog shit, and then F is just
Irredeemable trash.
irredeemable trash, which
Waste of film.
we have as the item in Friday the 13th. Jason
Somehow
Takes Manhattan.
Samurai Cop
Samurai
didn't
Cop
make
snuck
an
up a
F
little
Yeah.
bit.
because
It's a D just because of how funny it was watching it with
it
everybody.
wasn't meant to be funny.
It's
Yeah,
ho-
that's why it's even
That's-
funny.
that's why it's so good.
That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so my car isn't designed to drive through freaking buildings, but I'm gonna give it an A because I can if I wanted to.
I don't
No.
see anything wrong with that.
David
Being honest.
even rated Samurai Cop higher so that the law of averages would bring it up to a D
Yes.
He's a real trooper for that.
for sure.
Asshole. This podcast is such bullshit.
So anyway, Nathaniel, since you're our guest and you brought on the other guys, what would you give the other guys?
Can I add pluses and minuses here?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we have pluses and
I think
minuses.
I would go B minus then.
B minus?
I was
Okay.
thinking through it as you were talking about your scale, and for me, overall, I love it. Would watch it anytime. I understand. I think I have the 2 main points I think people could pick with this.
Yeah.
Which are the Wahlberg. No disagreements there. It's way
Yeah.
over the top. It's grating to that, even to that point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the minutia of the financial crimes, like
Yeah.
it is relevant to the plot because it gives the movie a direction to go. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of the New York lottery pension and who's
Right,
getting
right.
paid where it's
It's
like
just a little too much.
I feel like with this movie too, you could definitely tell where with Adam McKay going on to do like shows like Succession and a couple of these others, more serious ones, because
Don't Look Up.
And then didn't he also do The Big Short? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you could definitely see that this was the a bridging point between him and Ferrell. I mean, at least the beginning of one where he's wanting to cover a little bit more serious things.
Right.
And then Ferrell obviously was just
This one, they're still
Just having a good time.
able to kind of bring those two competing interests together.
together. Right. Yeah.
Where it's like you have the comedy aspect of it, but then you're in service of a larger story
Right.
or moral or lesson or whatever.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, for me, the little bits, the running bits are always funny.
Mm-hmm.
The straight man I'll always go for. And I like it.
Okay, B-. I'm probably gonna go the same, man. I'll be honest with you.
not mad at you.
There's so many gags in this movie that make me laugh every single time, even when I know they're coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that makes the movie rewatchable for me. I'm not gonna go out of my way and rewatch this. Like, I'd probably watch this once every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? And hey, have you seen the other guys? All right, let's grab a beer or whatever, sit down, and we'll watch
15 years
something.
ago when it came out.
Oh my gosh.
I don't search it out, but I see it on a lot, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll
Watch
put
that.
it on.
I
Yeah.
Okay.
understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So
B minus.
B-.
All right.
I'm good.
Me, I'm not going to be as harsh as you think. Really, I'm going to say C plus. It's not.
Oh, right
it's
there.
not
We're
dog shit. It's
the other side of the fence, right?
right.
there.
Right.
It's not dog shit. It just annoyed me. And if you're going to have a buddy cop comedy, you need to have some buddy, and you need to have some comedy between the two buddies a little bit.
Well, it's-
other than the one gag.
It's bad
with his
cop,
wife.
bad cop.
It's I don't care cop, and I'm too angry to be a cop.
That's bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was an actual joke. In the movie.
It was.
it had.
I thought you said bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
was
a
just trying to
thing.
match your intensity.
You're right.
I don't. It had some good gags in it, and it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Right.
So I give it a C plus. I'm not gonna watch it unless I'm told to.
Yeah.
So if it's on and I don't have anything to do and I've got something else to preoccupy some of my mind with, I'll
Right.
leave it on the TV.
Maybe.
A potential second screener.
Right.
Right.
I'd give it a B minus, honestly.
Okay.
It's not like insulting to
No,
watch.
it's not.
I'd say it's at least an average.
Well, average is C.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So it's above
above
average.
yeah, it's at least
Barely.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm saying,
he's
if-
technically right. That B minus is at least average.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
met the threshold for
But,
average.
like,
Right.
but because I laughed at a few gags and jokes.
Yeah. It pushes it above it.
It was entertaining.
Okay.
I enjoyed
So
it.
your average comedy movie you don't laugh at.
Well, I mean,
You sprung that trap.
I know.
I'm just asking. I'm like for real. If that's how you rate it, like a C is something, and it's a comedy. It's
Well,
an
I mean-
average
I mean,
movie,
I'm-
even though I didn't laugh
I mean,
at it.
I'm talking as like a general movie, not just purely as a comedy.
On a
movie.
comedy scale, I feel like an average comedy is like a massive slop comedy, like Paul Blart.
Yeah.
Where like you hear people talk about that in like an office or whatever. Oh, I thought that was
I
funny.
like-
and
Or
I like
or grown ups or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
also-
like
I also
more
like Grown-Ups.
Sandler-esque.
But I wouldn't.
like
I wouldn't
that.
give those movies like C's. Well, I'd probably give them C's, maybe like C minus.
Right.
you go.
It's
They're not-
average.
They're
I'm
not
saying.
like you know,
Right.
I'm just
bad.
saying.
Right.
The way that I look at it, if I'm looking at the movie, I look at its genre. If it's supposed to be a comedy, I'm supposed to laugh. And if the only two parts that I laughed at was those two gags I referenced before, I don't think it's a strong comedy. Yeah.
I see where you're coming from.
Okay, so that's why I give it a C plus. It's not a strong comedy, but it's not a bad comedy. I laughed a little bit, but your average comedy, most of the time, I'm not laughing a whole lot at because I don't think average comedies are that great.
See, the thing is, it's like what you said. Comedy is purely subjective.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it really
Definitely.
depends on the person.
For sure.
So that's
Yeah.
why I'm taking it as like a general sense.
I got you. So you
So-
still give it a B minus.
I give it a B minus. Yeah.
Okay.
So B minus.
B minus. I'm good with B minus.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah. Well, Nathaniel, thank you so much for coming back on the podcast. Look forward to having you back on again
Yeah,
sometime.
when David can be here.
Right, exactly.
I'm slowly picking movies with more and more plot. So maybe next
Right.
Right? You're getting there. You've almost got it.
We got it. Yeah.
time, I'll come
Again,
with my.
I don't hate the
I'll come
choice.
with my version of an S tier movie next time. How about that?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
So, all right.
I'm actually
Look forward to
interested
it.
in that. I'm not
Thanks for
gonna
coming.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. So, Dave, what did you think about the other guys?
I mean, I had seen it when it first came out, and it's just one of those over the top comedies.
Right.
I think my biggest problem is I'm not the biggest Mark Wahlberg fan.
For sure.
And I think that Will Ferrell is always just over the top, which is fine.
Yeah.
I like Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Comedy is what it is in the movie. I think bits go really far.
For sure.
I didn't dislike it at all, but it's not one that I ever like turn to watch like Superbad or Talladega Nights or, you know, like all those. It's just not one I turn to. So I think my rating on the other guys is probably going to be a C+.
C+?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you gave it?
I think we gave it a B-. All right.
So all in all,
golden.
you guys gave it a B-.
B-.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.